Sunday Serenity in a Disruptive World. As I sit here with my trusty companion Laya, I'm thinking about how disruption is impacting all of our lives, from personal to business to all aspects. Look at the news, crazy stuff is going on. So, with that, how does this relate to your business? 2017, the stock market shows that there's a lot of trust and confidence. But when you look at the headlines and what people are talking about, maybe that's not the case. Does that really matter? I don't think so. Moving forward with your business, here are some things that you can think about and implement in 2017 to put disruption in your favor. First is, where do you start? A lot of times we look at the competitive landscape. Everybody's industry is different and your business is different as well. Where you're located in the world has all the impact on your approach, what you should go after, where you should focus first. We like to think of the first place is to do your digital audit, your online strategy, but really based on what phases, where to start, and what you should think about down the road. A competitive landscape is a good way to do that. We have a simple reporting tool. I'll put a link out there for anybody that's interested in getting a free digital audit and assessment. It will help to map where you should start, what the most important things for your business are. But most importantly, we see a lot of this. Towing the line. Wow, look at our competitors. This is what we should be doing because they're doing it. Does that make sense? Not really. In fact, think about what you can do to swim upstream, to go against the grain. We have a tool that we use for influencer marketing. It identifies all the top people in your industry, in your space, the voice, the share of voice, what's being discussed. Now, a lot of people look at this data and say, okay, this is what I should be talking about. We look at it a little bit differently. We think, if this is what everybody's talking about, how can we have an interruptive, disruptive conversation that actually gets people thinking in those conversations, gets people thinking in a different way? There is so much sameness out there. In fact, at Mint Social, we took a little time out from our regularly scheduled and published content to regroup and rethink about how our approach is unique, because we got tired of saying the same thing that everyone else is. And your business should be the same way. Think of it as playing with fire. You know, we've always been told that that's a bad idea, but we're attracted to it. It's what gets the attention. So maybe there are some experiments out there that you should be considering for your business. Experiments are a safe and economical way to test the market before you invest into a heavy strategy and digital campaign that you may know works, but you may know it doesn't work. And that's the beauty of it. They always say that, companies may know that 50% of their marketing is working, but they just don't know what 50% it is. So think of it this way. We like to call it failure hacking. Failure hacking is, let's run some experiments and let's fail as fast as possible. In fact, sometimes bad ideas really tell us a bigger picture than trying to figure out what the winning solution is out of the gate, because marketing is an ongoing process. We're never quite there. We're always working to refine, define, and improve upon what we're working on. Through these failures, we find what we call the truth. We look at this as truth mapping. We're trying to find aspects of your strategy that are closer to a truism. We're never going to get there either, but we're going to get closer as we continue down this path of finding what's not working, failure hacking, and refining to get closer to the truth of the true path of success. Most people would call it ROI, and that's exactly what we look for. And we'd love to help. If you have any questions, please let us know. We'll be throwing out some ideas in this disruptive world, and we hope that you try to do something different this year. Don't toe the line. Think about swimming upstream. Salmon do it for a reason. They have a purpose. Unfortunately, it's to their fate. But don't think of it as a fatal approach. Playing with fire is always interesting. and it gets people's attention, maybe the audience that you're looking for. We look forward to catching you in our next Sunday Serenity in a Disruptive World.